Hey guys doing out there? My name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Crystal Edge Technology projection screens using smart technology gain. Now, it's funny because I see these demonstrations. I'm sorry, but I like it when people do their job right. And I see these demonstrations where somebody would take a low caliber projector, they'll use it in a really dark environment. They'll say, hey, look, my projector is 120 lumens. It looks fantastic. Well, let me tell you something. A lot of people see our demonstrations on the NEC VT595 projector at 2000 lumens. What you don't realize is before these screens actually can make it to that particular projector, they have to pass another projector's test. Now, the projector that we use for our testing when we first started designing our screens is a 48 lumen projector at 320 by 240 res. Yeah, that low. This is what we test our screens on. All our screens, from the Crystal Edge to the Fusion screens, are all tested on these very low caliber projectors. And these demonstrations are done in fully lit environments because we figure if this screen can advance a projector of 48 lumens of $50 in a fully lit environment. Just think what it would do on a projector of 2000 lumens. That's why the screen looks so magnificent on 2000 lumens, because they're used to being tested on 48 lumens when we first start off doing these tests. So I'm going to show you all the different tests that we do. We test the screen against an elite surface. We're going to be doing the DLP Supernova against the screen. We test it against the white wall versus the screen. We do all these tests, and we do this in a fully lit environment. And we can do this with the lights out. It's not a problem. It's a cakewalk with the lights out, with the lights on. That's a different story. Now let me show you for where my measuring tape is at. I'll just go back here and I'll show you where our projector is sitting. We're 8 feet from the screen. The reason why we show you this is because when some people do these demonstrations with these low entry level projectors, they'll have the projector sitting dead on top of their screen, and then they'll have the lights out, and that gives the appearance that the screen looks amazing when it really isn't. It's just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. So you have to do this with the lights on so you can see everything that's going on in the surrounding. They'll show the projector, they'll show the screen, but you will not see the distance between how far the projector is sitting right up on the screen. Now, like I said, we're doing this on a 48 lumen projector. This is a very low entry level projector, and we have a 500 watt bar light taped to the center of the screen. All right, so let's start this demonstration right now. So you guys can see the advancements of the Fusion Silver with the 500 watt bar light taped to the screen. And mind you, 48 lumens. Look at that, at 48 lumens, look at this. 500 watt bar light taped into the screen. These are the kind of brutal tests that we put our screens through. You know, we don't do the everyday average testing that people do. We don't have stepping, no smoke and mirrors over here. We do demonstrations, we do them right. We can back up our product. This is why people spend the money. People understand why would anyone spend $448 for a can of paint or $443 for a can of paint. This is why. We can back up what our product can do. Now look at that. Look at that right there. Doesn't even affect the screen one bit. Now look at this. I can come here and I can drop the overhead lights. I could drop these lights right here. I'll leave the 500 watt bar light on right there. Like I said, this is an easy demonstration. When you do it with the lights out, it's so easy, it's not even funny. Let me get the camera to adjust a little bit here. So easy. When you do it with the lights out, it's just easy. It's a cakewalk. So that's why I leave the 500 watt bar light in the middle, because it makes it harder. I need a challenge. Look at this. Look at that screen. Now mind you, 48 lumens is a toy. This is a toy, literally a toy projector. I paid $50 for it on Amazon. I mean, don't let it fool you. Just because it has an HDMI port on doesn't really mean anything. It's still a very cheap projector. It's pretty much good if something you want to get for your kids because they can beat the crap out. I've dropped this thing quite a few times, and it's never broken, never had any problems because it's a bulbless projector. Now look at this. Watch this. Look at the contrast on our screen versus a white wall. Does it make a difference? It's not going to fade out our screen. The screen is going to look fantastic under all this. It doesn't make a difference. Now I'm going to slide half of this off the wall. Look at this. We'll go back a minute right here. We'll go back right there. Right there. We'll go back. There's the wall, right there, and there's our screen. You know what? Turn our lights too. Throw my lights back on. And there you are. Lights on. With the difference between our screen, look at the difference between the white wall. Even with the bar light, it doesn't even fade. And just to add insult to injury, we have a sample sheet over here of the Supernova. We're going to take that and we're going to put that right here, right over the cat's eye. See if I can get this up here really quick. Right, there we go. You can see the difference for yourself. These are the kind of extreme testing we have to put our screens through. So here you got white wall, you have the bar light, you have the Supernova, and we're on a 48 lumen projector about 8 feet from the screen, fully lit environment. This is how you do a test. And we've done the same test over here on the Fusions, not the Fusion, the Crystal Edge. As a matter of fact, at the bottom of the comments section, I'll post a demonstration where I use the same 48 lumen projector with a bar light taped in the middle of the screen on the Ultra 4K black. And look at the contrast levels. Okay guys, I'm Kenneth Bird from Crystal Edge Technology Projection Screens using smart technology gain. Showing you a little bit on the Fusion Silver. I'll do some demonstrations later on today on the Crystal Edge Technology screens, which I've already done already. Because like I said, all our screens have to be tested on 48 lumen projectors actually before they can pass on to the 2000 lumen projectors. And I have so many people thinking that, oh yeah, 2000 lumens is the lowest you can go on that screen. You'd be surprised how advanced the technology is on our screens. You really would be surprised. We haven't even tapped into these screens 100%. Their capabilities are freaking pretty much they're off the chart. So if you think you pretty much got a good idea how they work, trust me, you're so far from it. It's not even funny. So this is just for those of you that have these certain particular haters that hate on my work. But that message was for you. For the rest of you, yeah, rejoice, because man, the price of what these screens go for, these are cheaper than a $4,000. Actually, mine right there on the screen, everybody knows that's a $3,000 to $4,000 Supernova, and our screens are way cheaper than that. I mean, the fact that what we charge for our technology is pretty much a steal. Okay, guys, you all have a good one out there. Hope you enjoyed this detailed demonstration. Thank you all for